Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio. It's AM 1230 Kxo. It is a Friday night. Time for some high school football. Here is Carroll Buckley.
Well, good evening from Blythe, California, just north of Palo Verde. It's the Palo Verde Valley Yellow Jackets entertaining the Southwest Eagles. And John Driffill and I will be bringing you the action. It is homecoming for the Yellow Jackets, and so there are some pre-game ceremonies. There will also be some halftime ceremonies, and also coming up at halftime, we've got a special guest that we'll be visiting with, and that would be Dr. David Farkas, the superintendent of Centro Union High School District. So stick around. We've got some great football coming your way, and also we've got some interesting things. High school football brought to you by McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Main in El Centro. The Broken Yoke Cafe and the Valley's Best Breakfast. Stan's Auto Body in El Centro. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Great food, great sports. Asauza Mobile Auto Repair in Yuma by the Central Union High School District. Southwest Postal Service and Southwest Security. The CB Stop in Calexico. Imperial Valley College, #1 in the U.S. Johnny Burrito in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial. Roto-Rooter serving the entire Imperial Valley. And by the Center for Employment Training. John Driffill, it's the first we've been in Blythe in a couple of years, and you and I both commented the facilities are absolutely gorgeous and a far cry from when we first started coming up here years ago.
Yes, they actually have new lighting that allows you to see the entire football field. There's no dead spots or dark spots anymore. And not only do we enjoy coming up here, the people take very good care of us here. The brand new press box, air conditioned, good view. The referees are all from the Valley. J.J. Jackson is in the white hat. Bruce Hartsock and the rest of the crew are out there. We expect a very good competitive football game tonight. Palo Verde comes into this game. They are in Division III, but that's only because 2 years ago they won CIF in Division V, and to top that off last year they won CIF in Division IV. So this year they moved up to Division III. They are currently 3-6 under head coach Wally Grant. And they will do what they've been doing since Wally Grant took over the reins a couple years ago. That means they're going to run the football. And we certainly expect them to do that tonight.
Well, and we should also point out Southwest Imperial Valley League and Palo Verde now is in the Desert League. So implications for playoff positions hinge on tonight's game, but two different leagues, two different divisions. We've got more on our pregame show coming up.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with Z-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Well, John Driffill, you mentioned we look for Palo Verde to run the ball, which is what they will do. Quarterback Gabriel De Leon doesn't throw much, but according to our scout, Mickey Dale, he is accurate when he does throw. So we have that to look forward to. We're going to see that very tight double wing, and that's been around forever, John. The two of the running backs on the wing right behind the tight ends, and usually a single setback. And they have been very effective with that through the years.
Yes, and that starts with the quarterback taking the snap. And if he does not run the football, he will pitch it, hand it off, give it to a counter. But then he actually leads through the hole as an extra blocker. So their quarterback, Gabriel De Leon, is a junior. He stands 6 foot, weighs about 175 pounds. Also plays safety on the defense because he is their best athlete. And he's not afraid to mix it up in there with the lineman. He will actually lead through the play, which that's the whole philosophy of that offense is to get more blockers than the other team has to have tacklers. And they have been very successful. Already mentioned 2 previous years. They've won CIF both year. They already have a 1,000-yard rusher this year in Januel Fernandez. He is listed as a 5'7", 140-pound senior. Probably a little bit bigger than that, but awfully quick. He's already got 1,079 yards. He scored 12 TDs. You mentioned that Gabriel De Leon doesn't pass the ball that much. This is their 10th game of the year, so they played 9 games, thrown 22 passes. So it doesn't take...
Let me do the math on that. That's, 2.48 passes per game.
Whatever it is, it's less than 3 a game. So that means if they throw 3 passes or more, then it's unusual. Something's happened from their playbook. But we're used to seeing that. You did also mention that they are in the Desert Valley League, not in the IVL where Central Southwest is. But that's only because of the seedings. They could move up, but they are also in Division 3. So for Southwest being in Division 5, this is another game where they have a chance to pick up some real points. Now, Carroll, you mentioned this game does have playoff ramifications, especially for Palo Verde. Right now, they are seeded in the power rankings 13th. 12 teams make it. So if they don't win today, then they're out. There's no way they could possibly get in because even if the teams in front of them lose this week and next week, they still couldn't jump over them. So this is a very important game for Palo Verde. Meanwhile, Southwest sits in the 5th-rated power spot in Division 5, so a victory here would have a chance to propel them into the territory where they could even get a first-round bye. So this is an important game for both of these teams.
And you have to point out that Southwest, for the most part, as a Division 5 school, has been playing Division 2 and 3 schools through a big part of their schedule, and that doesn't necessarily hurt them. We've got more of our pregame show coming up on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
It's high school football on a Friday night where it belongs. And don't get me started on that, John. As we were coming up to the game, we noticed colleges are playing football on Friday. And that, to me, is ridiculous. Saturday is college football day. Friday night is high school football. You know how the colleges would feel if the NFL were playing games on Saturdays, taking away from their audience, right?
Yes, they would not be too happy. Now, the NFL does play Saturday games, but that's after the college season has been determined, and they're waiting for the games for the bowl games to come up. Carroll, interesting to watch Palo Verde. Every team, coach have their own peculiarities, their own gamesmanship. Palo Verde came out on the field right now. It's 5 minutes before kickoff, and they just showed up right there on the field. Got about a 30-man squad. Now, they have been behind us in the baseball field doing drills, warming up and all of that, but it's just one of those things. Believe it or not, some coaches are a little bit superstitious, and so this is one of Wally Grant's superstitions where he brings the team out 5 minutes before kickoff. That's just what he does.
And they're warm and they're ready to play. And we will have a kickoff coming up shortly. Again, John, playoff ramifications. And, okay, big game last night. Two big games, actually, Brawley and Calexico. Brawley with a 40-0 win. Centro beat Imperial 14-10. A lot of playoff ramifications in those games, John.
Right. Brawley and Central are in Division II together, and right now Central is seeded 7th, Brawley is seeded 8th, and after last night's close call against Imperial, most people, especially in the north end, feel that this will be the year that Brawley will take back the belt. We'll find out a week from tonight whether or not that's true, but Brawley, they had a much easier time against Imperial than Central did, which next week probably won't mean much, but right now it has given Brawley some inspiration.
Well, it's one of those things, you know, when you go over a season, you say, okay, here's a common opponent. One team beat them by 40 points. The other team beat them by 20. There's too many variables to put a whole lot of credence into that theory, but you do look at it. And playoff seedings are going to come down, as they have so many years, to the bell game, John.
Yes, it always seems to be for Brawley and Central, the bell game. Now, as we mentioned, Central seeded 7th, or power ranked 7th, Brawley power ranked 8th. Whoever wins the game next week certainly will move up, especially if Brawley does. They would have to jump Central. If Central wins, perhaps they stay 7, but they would like to move up. To get a bye, you got to be in the top 4. So right now that doesn't appear to be obtainable, but we'll see when the San Diego section power rankings finally come out, which I believe they should be coming out. If not Monday, then it should be next week sometime.
Yep, and we will take a look at that. The captains are meeting at the 50-yard line. We'll be back with more after this.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Daryl Pechtel, Director of Adult, Student, and Parent Services at the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build a habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
It's high school football. We are live on KXO, El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel throughout the known universe. The captains have met. Palo Verde won the coin toss. They deferred. Central will receive, Central Southwest will receive the opening kickoff. And we will have that kickoff coming up very shortly on KXO. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And we are getting ready for the kickoff. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets will be going right to left after they kick off. The Southwest Eagles set to receive that kickoff, and standing back, ready to receive the kickoff, Logan Youngers and Julian Lopez, 2 of the speediest of the Eagles. It'll be Scott who will be kicking off, and that would be Darius Scott. His brother Darian is the punter. So might as well keep the kicking chores in the family.
Carroll, what a rendition of the national anthem we had done live by a student here from Palo Verde. That was absolutely goosebump raising.
And short, high kick and fair catch called for immediately. And that was the Eagles putting the ball in play on their own 38-yard line. Short, try and pooch it into the middle, and call an immediate fair catch, John.
And Central Southwest was prepared. They had their receivers up and very alertly called a fair catch as they had been coached by head coach Pete Blimko. So that way there's no chance of being hit or anything, and the young man caught the ball. Excellent field position to start their first drive.
And coming out, it will be Matt Mills. From the shotgun, Mills drops back, looks, fires into the flat to Logan Youngers. Youngers has it, breaks away, and crosses the 45 to the 50 down to the 47-yard line. Half a step away from going all the way, John.
Yeah, nice tackle out there, open field tackle by the quarterback of the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. That's Gabriel De Leon. But you can see the fingerprints of Logan Youngers all over this Southwest. He leads the team in passing, receiving, and rushing.
Mills with Matai Cervantes with him in the backfield. Hands off to Cervantes. Cervantes up the middle. Cervantes down to the 40, a gain of 7. Downfield blocking, Jesus Areola, Domingo Alcaraz, and Lucas Salcedo.
And there's an interesting player on the defensive line for the Yellow Jackets, and that is number 15, Philip Maciel. He plays defensive tackle, and on offense, he's the fullback. Unusual combination.
2nd and 3. Youngers goes in motion. Youngers will block for Cervantes. Cervantes dips it in, turns it outside across the 30, down to about the 29-yard line.
Excellent block by Youngers leading through the hole, and Cervantes cut behind that. Used his speed once he turned the corner, was finally ridden out of bounds on the 29-yard line after 11-yard pickup.
Cervantes with a deceptive speed, I would say. You see it when he has that little bit of daylight.
Off to his best start of the game this year.
Mills back to pass, dumps it off Logan Youngers on a screen in the flat, down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Logan Youngers with his 2nd catch of the evening. And we're just underway.
That one good for 7 yards, so bringing up 2nd and 3 now. Southwest firing on all cylinders.
Mills brings his team out. Youngers in the slot on the right side, the short side of the field. Now the Yellow Jackets jump. That'll be a first down for the Eagles.
And that is their 3rd first down here in the early going, as that was our defensive tackle / fullback that just tried to read the snap count. Mills changed it up very alertly.
1st and 10. Mills hands off. It is Cervantes hit in the backfield and dropped. Mills gets a little bit, but there sure isn't much in there. And it was Philip Maciel, your fullback, on the tackle.
We have seen one other time where the fullback was a nose tackle. That was way back in Bloomington, when Bloomington had that one team that Centro played like 68, 64, whatever it was. That was an amazing game, and that young man played an amazing game as a nose tackle fullback.
As I recall, he was about 5'6", 240. 2nd and 11. Mills discussing the play with Cervantes, takes a snap, drops back, looking, has time, dumps it off in the flat to Cervantes across the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Cervantes out of the backfield with the catch.
Mills 3 for 3 on the early going, as that will bring up now 1st and goal as they put the ball on the 6-yard line after that 11-yard pickup.
Southwest with an impressive drive so far, starting with good field position after a short kickoff.
The Yellow Jackets suffered a crushing defense last week in that they were beating Vincent the whole game, Carroll, and then right at the end they fumbled, and Vincent was able to take the fumble in the end zone for the winning score.
And it is Cervantes across the 5 to the 4. Vincent scored 3 times in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and Yeah. You don't see that very often. Onside kicks that worked.
They're just crushing to the spirit of these Yellow Jackets.
Spotted on the 5. 2nd and goal.
Let's see if we don't see some kind of rollout with Mills here, trying to get the ball to Youngers.
Pro set in the backfield. And back to pass. Mills dumps it off in the flat. It is Youngers, and Youngers hit immediately and dropped immediately. Januel Fernandez.
I believe Palo Verde was watching the same game film I saw. And that time, another completed pass, but it went for 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, being up now 3rd and goal from the 9.
So the Eagles, now didn't they do this last week? Started off with an impressive drive in the opening drive of the game and then just kind of ended with a whimper? We've got a single setback. That would be Cervantes. Handoff to Cervantes. Big hole. Cervantes inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th from about the 3.
The Southwest went into a spread, so that way there was no linebackers. They were all spread out on the wide out. Cervantes was able to break the original line of scrimmage. Looks like Southwest, what would pretty much be the same as a PAT here for 3 points, is going to go ahead and go for it.
And that's what I would do, John. You got nothing to lose, right?
Southwest may have to take a timeout as they're having a little trouble getting the exact play in that they want. Obviously, they have all 3 timeouts since we're still in the first drive in the first quarter.
We'll update the score. We just got Vincent leading Holtville 7-0. That's a first quarter score.
Yeah, they've got to snap this in 3 seconds, so it's going to be a delay of game.
Youngers goes in motion. They get this. No, they don't get the snap off. Flags fly, and that is, I would say, since where it came from the side judge, it's not going to be delay. It's going to be somebody procedure, and that's what it was. And it was Palo Verde with procedure.
So that makes it an
offsides,
a yard closer. Now they can go ahead and do pretty much anything they want, Carroll, because they are within a yard and a half of the end zone, so they can do their power with Cervantes. They can roll out. They can try to just do a quick hitch pass. So the whole playbook is open and ready for business now.
And it is Youngers under center. Mills. And flags fly again. And this is delay of game, and it is against Southwest.
Now, unfortunately, this will not just be a yard and a half penalty because they're going the other way. So it's going to move them back 5 yards.
That's not fair.
Let's see if that changes the play call. It doesn't appear to, as Mills stays in.
Well, Mills lined up under center, which was the first time he was to take the step under center, and he is again lined up under center. Cervantes, the single setback. Fake it to Cervantes, rolling to his right, looking in the end zone, and it's picked off at the goal line, at the 10, the 20, spinning out of bounds at the 23-yard line, Ezekiel Gibson. With the pick at the goal line, brings it all the way out to the 29-yard line.
Matt Mills saved a touchdown with that touchdown-saving tackle, knocking the interceptor out of bounds.
So let's hear it for Ezekiel Gibson. And he read the quarterback the whole way, John. He was just waiting in the weeds and stepped in and took the pick.
Ezekiel likes to be called Zeke, according to the people up here in the booth.
Well, let's hear it for Zeke from Cabin Creek, right? Gabriel De Leon pitches to Fernandez. Fernandez breaks it across the 40. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Samuel Fernandez. Oh, my.
That time, Fernandez set up the referee to make a nice block on the trailing linebacker, picked him off, and once he broke the line of scrimmage, he was off to the races for a nice 72-yard touchdown run on one play.
Julian Lopez had an angle but just couldn't close the gap. And Fernandez gives the Yellow Jackets a score. It's a long one, John.
And we can be assured that Scott, well, no, they're going for two. So they're lining up for two, same formation, that everybody in tight.
De Leon under center, and De Leon will hand it off to
Julius Lensley for the two-point conversion.
Lasley takes it in for two. We've got 5:26 to play in the first quarter. It is Palo Verde 8 and Southwest nothing.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Stop located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
And it's another short kick, only this time it is picked up by Cervantes, and Cervantes brings it across the 35. We've got two Yellow Jackets down, and John, they collided with each other. So
Cervantes eschewed the fair catch call and was able to pick up about 12 yards. So once again, Southwest will start a very good field position on their own 40-yard line.
Updating the score, Vincent and Hopeville are tied at 7. And again, playoff implications all over the place with what's going on around the valley. Our score here, 8-0, Palo Verde with the lead halfway through the first quarter. The ball, when we get back to play, will be spotted on the 40-yard line. And in case you missed it last night, it was Brawley 40, Calexico nothing. Centro with a win over Imperial, a tough win, 14-10. And another one of those games that went down to the final seconds with Imperial driving and unable to get the score. The injured Yellow Jacket is being helped off the field. Has already got that knee wrapped, and that's what it looks like the problem may be, John.
Jamie and Solorio is coming off the field, being helped. A very important member of the linebacking core there for these Yellow Jackets. And they already have a couple players that are out before that happens, so they can't afford to have too many more. They have 30 on their squad, but it's not a top-heavy squad.
And they're not particularly big either, John.
Right. And, of course, Palo Verde is the smallest school in the IVL. There's only about 800 kids.
And looking, and nowhere to go. Matt Mills will keep the ball and gain a yard. Good coverage downfield, John.
Yes, excellent coverage as the Yellow Jackets only rushed 3, so they dropped 8 back in coverage, and they had a 3 deep zone. That means 3 players did not let anybody get behind them. So Mills was able to get a yard on that scramble to call it 2nd and 9.
And it doesn't go as a sack.
Clock now under 4:50 to play and moving.
Mills with Cervantes next to him. Hands off to Cervantes. Cervantes in the middle. Hit and spun down. And he'll lose about a yard. Ken Salazar on the tackle.
Unfortunately, that time for Cervantes is He was actually hit right near the line of scrimmage, perhaps for a yard gain, but he spun out. But then when he did, he reversed field and was brought down for no gain. Extra effort that time did not awry much, as we see Cole Redden bring the play in, give it to Matt Mills.
And then Redden will go out and line up on the outside. Mills back to pass, looking, gets a nice block from Cervantes, dumps it off downfield, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Andres Lopez, almost picked on the carom.
Once again, that's just unfortunate for Mills. Put the ball right there, right on the numbers, and it wasn't brought in, so that will bring up 4th and 9 now. So we'll see, perhaps with Southwest will kick. It'll be our first punt. Yeah, I haven't seen Palo Verde on the offensive side. They've won one play so far.
Palo Verde hasn't dropped anybody back yet.
So maybe they're not going to do that. Perhaps they'll just let the kicker kick the ball. No chance to fake it.
And it is a nice kick. Nobody back to receive it or return it. It'll roll down to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Yellow Jackets will put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 26.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Okay, John, the Yellow Jackets, one play from scrimmage so far tonight, right?
Then we might see that same play again, where they pitched it to the running back, Januel Fernandez.
And the pitch is back, and there's a gain of about 2 yards. Angelo Avila on the carry.
He is a junior, and these running backs are very similar in size. He's 5'7", 155. Was able to pick up almost 5 yards.
And, John, I got to give a shout-out to my grandson, JJ. Remember I told you? JJ had a good game, 2 good games Saturday.
It sounded like it.
11 touchdowns in 2 games. It depends on who you ask.
I think that could be considered a good game.
I think so. And the pitch back to Fernandez. Fernandez goes off the right side and picks up some nice yardage.
Yeah, this is very close to the first down. And it appears that, yes, they're going to give him the first down. So that will be the second first down here for the Yellow Jackets, as the ball now sits on the 37-yard line.
And I should point out my grandson, Timothy Warren Lonis III, JJ, plays for the Willard Miracle in the Nebraska State Special Olympics League. So let's hear it for JJ. A standing round of applause.
Now we're getting
timeout. Palo Verde takes the timeout. We'll take a timeout, 2:22 to play. In the first quarter, it's Palo Verde 8, Southwest nothing.
McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with a 1st and 10. The ball spotted on their own 37-yard line. That double wing tight. Everybody close to the ball, shoulder to shoulder. Fernandez goes in motion. They fake it to him. De Leon rolling to his left, being chased. He's hit and spun down as finally catching up to De Leon was Fernando Cervantes.
Only a 2-yard pickup out to the 39, so brings up 2nd and 8. But that time, Palo Verde did show a pass. We mentioned that they've thrown 22 passes this season.
Yeah, that's not in a game. That's the whole previous 9 games.
Interesting watching these plays, Carroll. All 22 players are within about 5 yards of the ball.
Pitch again, Fernandez. Fernandez cuts and slips, but he still picks up about 5 yards. Had he been able to make that cut, John, he might still be running. And he gets up gimpy.
Again, not a good sign as the ball now sits on the 44 after that 5-yard pickup.
It'll be 3rd and about 3. Keeping an eye on Fernandez. Januel Fernandez lined up on the left wing.
And they finally put it down on the 40-yard line after a nice pickup of 16 yards.
He's listed at 5'10", 240. That's a load.
And that's probably a little bit light. He looks like he weighs over 250 easily. It is good to see Soloy on the sidelines of the Yellow Jackets walking up and down, so perhaps he's going to be able to come back in the game.
And this time the pitch to Avila. Avila off left end. Picks up more yardage. Picks up about 7, 2nd and 3. Time running out here in the first quarter. That's it. That's the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter of play, it is Palo Verde 8, Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
High school football, we are live on KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. Palo Verde with an 8-0 lead with the football. They are now 2nd and about 4. Homecoming for the Yellow Jackets, and they've got quite a crowd.
And a bunch of floats behind us on the baseball field.
Fernandez on the pitch and picks up the first down. Januel Fernandez, 5'7", 140.
6-yard pickup, Carroll. So that's last 2 times he's carried the ball, 6 yards each. Brings up first down on the 28 of the Eagles.
Woody Hayes would take that, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Bo Schembechler, he would take that. I don't think I have to explain to anybody who they are. 1st and 10. And the fullback again in the middle, rumbling, stumbling again for about an 11-yard pickup.
There's a chance, Carroll, that he might carry every other time for the rest of the game because Southwest doesn't want anything to do with him. He just runs through there, and they're bouncing off him like pinballs.
Well, at 240 pounds, you're not used to seeing a high school running back at at that size. What was Royce Freeman in high school? What, about 190?
Yes.
And that was something you didn't want to get in front of. First and 10, and it'll be the pitch to Avila. Avila will pick up about 6. Third and 4.
That's what this offense can do for you, Carroll, is you have that big bruiser. So as soon as he lines up, instead of giving the ball, they pitched it behind him, and he's leading through the hole, knocking people around.
Second and 3, spotted on the 10. It is Gabriel De Leon under center. He's got Philip Maciel right behind him. And again, it is Maciel in the middle.
He fumbled, and it has been recovered by the Eagles. And this is what happened last week against the Vincent Memorial Scots down there, as I believe on the coverage. Yep, it's Rascon who picked it up. We've been calling Rascon Humberto throughout the year, and he was the one that very alertly fell on that fumble and stopped the drive. So now Southwest, see if they can get something going deep in their own territory.
It'll be first and 10, Eagles from their own 11-yard line. Mills puts Youngers in motion, hands off to Cervantes. Cervantes dances in the middle, crosses the 15 out to the 17-yard line, a pickup of 6, second and 4.
A big gain for Cervantes as he's having a big first half.
And by the way, did you hear that Royce Freeman has been activated from the practice squad? He will be with the Rams on Sunday against the Steelers. And according to Coach, he's going to be one of the featured backs.
So now Mills back in the shotgun.
Looking, dumps it off to Youngers. Youngers cuts it out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Good for a first down.
Southwest has not had any trouble moving the football. Pitch and catch of 9 yards.
Their trouble comes in the red zone, John.
It seems like the field shrinks on them, and they don't have the wide open spaces that their offense is as quite as successful. And a lot of that has to do with the power football.
They don't really have a true fullback that you see featured. Mills with the spread, 3 wide on the right side. Mills looking to the right side, dumps it off underneath. Again, it is Youngers, and Youngers is spun down. He'll get a yard, but he was dropped immediately. You think people are keying on Logan Youngers, John?
Well, with good reason. We mentioned before game that he leads the Southwest Eagles in passing, rushing, and receiving. And I'm not sure, but I believe that's about all the offensive categories there are. So, yes, he draws a lot of attention, and that time he also drew a lot of coverage, and he was brought down after a short game.
And he actually picked up 2 on forward progress, and thank you. Okay, we've got timeout on the field, and I'm not exactly sure why. I got distracted by Barbacoa, John.
Yes, but what we have is we just had a whistle from the officials to make sure that the proper football was out there, not the one from the opposing side.
Mills, hands off. It is Cervantes in the middle. Cervantes, second and third effort, picks up about 6 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
This is without a doubt Cervantes' best game of the evening, as we do have a timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field for an injured Yellow Jacket. We'll be back. It is Palo Verde 8, Southwest nothing.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
We're liable to hear not a word from John for the next 10 minutes as the folks in the snack bar just delivered some tamales to us. So,
with some salad and some refried beans and some Gatorade. So we might be back next year.
Yeah, okay. They know how to reach you, don't they?
And we still have an injured Yellow Jacket on the field, so that's what the delay is, as the clock sits at 7:57 with Southwest trailing 7-0 here in the second quarter.
Okay. John, well, just to keep you from eating, because I know you'll eat yours and mine, playoff implications again for the IVL and, the Division II schools, Central and Brawley.
Yes, is what we have is right now Central. This is before last night's game. Is seeded 7th, Brawley 8th in Division II. We know the first 4 seeds get byes. 1 through 12 makes the playoffs. In Division III, Imperial is sitting number 7. Palo Verde, this Palo Verde team is sitting right now at 13th, which is outside of the playoffs. But a victory here tonight can propel them to into the playoffs, and that's what they're hoping for. Division IV, Kxo sits at number 8, and so they're comfortably in the playoffs at Division IV. And in Division V, Vincent is seated 2nd, and Southwest is seated 5th. So a victory here by the Division V Eagles over the Division III Palo Verde Yellow Jackets will give them some bonus points, and they would like to move up into the top 4 so they can have a bye. The last division, it's a brand new division this year, is Division V AA, and in that division, Hopeville is seeded 1, Califat is seeded 6, and all of the teams in Division V AA will make the playoffs since there is only 12.
And one of the things about the transition into power rankings, if you will, it's giving teams a chance to make the playoffs. Southwest, with over 2,000 students, is in Division V. And, that's, okay, they're playing smaller schools, but they've got an opportunity to build a program. And that's what it's about. The kids that are working hard, we'll get a chance to get into the playoffs. And we've seen that work quite well.
Yes,
with Palo Verde, among others.
Southwest now looking at 3rd and 1, so we would expect to see a power play here.
And it is a quarterback keeper, and it is Mills, and he will move the pile, and he will get that first down. So Matt Mills goes under center and does get the first down.
That will bring up now 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. After that 3-yard push by Mills for the first down. The clock now is going under 7:30 to go.
The Eagles break the huddle, come out in the familiar spread. Cole Redden split wide on the left. Now he moves in. Youngers goes in motion, and as he goes into motion, one of the Yellow Jackets jumps, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 5.
this is the Yellow Jackets' 10th game of the year, so you certainly would expect them to not make those kinds of mistakes. But it gives the Eagles a free 5 yards. So now you're looking at 1st and 5, and they're going to keep the same play.
Youngers on the jet sweep. Youngers gets a block, turns it upfield across the 50, gets another block downfield. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown. I don't see any laundry on the field. Logan Youngers got a couple of blocks and took it to the house.
Yeah, this one's going to stand. And the Yellow Jackets, that time, they had their stand-up defensive end inside the cart because he was injured. And then previously we saw in the first quarter that Angelo Avila, the other cornerback on that side, both out. So they had a couple substitutes in, and they were not able to make the play. Southwest is within now conversion of going for 2 of trying to tie this game up.
But they will try the kick.
Yeah, I believe they've changed that. They had the kicker out there, but I think he's gone off the field.
It looks like they just brought the tee out, John, but they didn't. Cole Redden lines up in the backfield. Matt Mills under center. Handoff it is to Cervantes. Cervantes pushes his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So, 7:01 to play in the first half. It's Southwest 8 and Palo Verde 8. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. The Eagles will kick off. Dropping back is Ezekiel Gibson, looking to return the kickoff. And let's see what the Eagles want to do with the kickoff. You will kick it deep. And it is Gibson. He muffs it, and it is picked up by Fernandez. And Fernandez breaks away across the 20 to the 25, 30, out to the 32-yard line. Gibson couldn't get a handle on the ball, but Januel Fernandez picked it up and brought it out to the 30, spotted on the 31.
Excellent return by Fernandez, as that had disaster written all over it. Previously, when Palo Verde had the ball, they fumbled down inside their 10. This was a fumble that, if recovered by the Eagles, would have given them a short field, and probably we would speculate the opportunity to take the lead here with 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Excuse me.
1st and 10. Yellow Jackets lined up on their own 31-yard line. And handoff it is, a pitch back, and the ball's loose. Fernandez spun down. The ball popped loose when he hit the ground. The ground cannot cause the fumble. But you see how he went down, John? Grabbed him by the jersey and just spun him around? Yeah. That's legal.
4-yard pickup. Looked like Fernandez had some open real estate. Excellent tackle. I did not see the player for the Eagles who was able to grab him and spin him down.
It is 2nd and 6. Everybody's in tight on both offense and defense. And the handoff right up the middle. And that's Maciel. And Maciel will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, we need to give credit. On the bottom of that pile was number 34, Ismael Lopez, who brought down Maciel.
Also, Fernando Cervantes in there with a little bit of help. It'll be 3rd and 6.
That's a hit both of those players are going to feel, offense and defense. Momentum has appeared to change jerseys and is now riding with the Eagles.
De Leon will pitch back and looking for some room and crossing the 40 out to the 45-yard line, and good for the first down was Angelo Avila, 5'7", 155.
Yeah, that's a 10-yard pickup, as we'll have all the stats at halftime. As both teams have moved the football, they both have turned it over. Southwest was the interception. The Yellow Jackets with a fumble.
5:20 to go in the first half. We're knotted at 8. Pitch back. Again, Angelo's got the ball. It's got a block, turns it upfield, and is finally pushed out of bounds. As Angelo Avila was pushed out of bounds by Julian Lopez. Picks up a first down.
Same play, Carroll. They just ran it twice in a row, got 10 yards the previous time, 13 this time for back-to-back first downs.
Out of this tight wing team, there's not a whole lot of options as to what you're going to do. It's, there's about 8 plays that you're going to be able to run.
Now let's see if they continue or if they go back to Maciel.
1st and 10. Pitches back. Fernandez darts in, turns it upfield, stays on his feet, and pushes out to the 37-yard line. Nice pickup there. Good second and third effort by Fernandez.
Yeah, Fernandez cut upfield because he saw that the Eagles had stretched the play out, and they were defending, and now we get a flag, so there has to be unsportsmanlike. We do have an Eagles down, but the flag was thrown right in the face of the Yellow Jackets, so...
Somebody said something, John, and somebody went, crossed the line and went into the southwest side, and that caught a flag immediately.
And we do have timeout on the field for the injured Eagle.
Okay, it is actually a Yellow Jacket that gets up, and is that Maciel? That is Maciel.
Yes. He does not appear to be too worse for the wear, and now we're going to get the designation as J.J. Jackson is talking with the young man, so we don't know if Maciel is the offending player or if he was offended against by one of the Eagles. We have no indication yet on who the penalty is against.
Well, it came after the play was over, and one of the Yellow Jackets basically got in the face of some Eagles, and that, I think, is what was the cause for the flag. And I don't think there was anything physical, but you stop the talk early before it gets out of hand.
Yeah. I'm not sure, Carroll, but the way Maciel is walking, he left his helmet at the 40-yard line. He's taking his jersey off. Perhaps he's been ejected.
It is unsportsmanlike against Palo Verde.
I did not see any motion about a player ejection, so perhaps Maciel just needs to go collect his thoughts. Maybe he's even headed to the bathroom. I'm not sure, but he is certainly well off the playing field now. His helmet remains on the 40-yard line.
Maybe because of the injury, but they march 15 yards. They'll carry the ball back to the 47-yard line in Palo Verde territory. It'll be 2nd down and 21.
Now, this is one of the problems with this kind of offense. You're not going to pick up 2nd and 21s too easily. They're grinded out. They need to have the ball not behind the chains, but in front of the chains. And so now, and because that was a dead ball foul, Carroll, it will be 3rd down.
3rd and 21.
And now we're getting a stop and play. We've had 2 Yellow Jackets carted off the field for injuries. Maciel has left the field. That's 3 very important starters.
And the officials, again, are discussing something, and it may have to do with math. I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting Alonso Hernandez coming in. He is listed at 6'1", 195, so he will take Maciel's place.
And now the ball is marked ready for play. They say second down now. So the pitch back, Avila. Avila will pick up, and flags fly again. And that has to do with continuing the play after the whistle, John.
Yeah, I believe this one's going to go against the Eagles. At least that's what I saw. One of the Eagles had a hold of a Yellow Jacket and just continued to try to run him off the play.
Tough job for an official. You've got to keep control, and that's what they're trying to do right now.
As a 9-yard pickup. Now we'll see if it's going to stand. The Eagles have not moved, which would lead us to think that the penalty is against the Yellow Jackets.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, again, against Palo Verde.
Again.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Southwest. Offsetting penalties.
Well, that's probably a pretty good call, as both players did not let up when the whistle blew. So now we'll go ahead, and that'll be a wash. The play will stand after that 9-yard pickup as the ball is down on the 44-yard line, but that will bring up third down and about 13.
And again, for the officials, you want to keep control. You don't want to, so far we haven't had anything particularly physical, and you don't want it. And you do that by straightening it out. JJ did something last week that impressed me. JJ Jackson, the white hat, the referee. He pulled two players aside, one from each team that had been chicken fighting, as you might call it, after the whistle ended the play, called them together, talked to them, said, now shake hands, and I don't want to see any more of it. And that's an official that's got control.
Okay, now we see Palo Verde once again in that tight formation, double wing.
3rd and 13. And a double, the reverse, not the double reverse, but the reverse. The handoff went from Avila to Fernandez, and the Eagles able to stop the runner at the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 10. They picked up 3 yards.
Yes, excellent tackle, Carroll. Yeah, there's a 3-yard gain, but if he doesn't make that tackle, that young man is still running, which means he's probably going to score. So that was an excellent tackle. He was faked out of position, but he recovered just enough to trip him up as we have timeout on the field.
Timeout with 3:32 to play in the first half. We're knotted at 8.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, I'm Craig Lyon, principal at Central Union High School. Here's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Well, John, it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to go for it on 4th and 10 from the Eagle 41-yard line.
Excuse me, Carroll. They have punted twice all year, so this is not a surprise.
De Leon under center. De Leon pitches back. It is Angelo Avila. Avila will be stopped. He'll pick up about 5 yards, and that's not going to be anywhere near enough for the first down.
But that does turn the ball over with 3:24 to go. Southwest with 2 timeouts left. 6-yard pickup, but they needed 10.
Spot the ball on the 35. The Eagle 35. Coming up at halftime, we will be visiting with Dr. Farkas, the superintendent of the Central Union High School District. John will also have some stats for us. That's if he can get them in between tamales. First and 10 Eagles on their own 35-yard line. Matt Mills has Cervantes next to him, and on the jet sweep, it is Logan Youngers. Youngers turns it upfield. He's across the 50 and stepped out of bounds, and flags will fly for a late hit. He was about 4 yards out of bounds when he was hit.
Okay. And that's going to be an unfortunate call for the Yellow Jackets, as yes, he was out of bounds, but he continued to run. And so the player came across and I'm sure did not do anything maliciously, just felt that he was still eligible or alive. But that's going to put the ball deep into Yellow Jacket territory. So the Eagles now are within of one score of taking the lead into halftime.
Personal foul, late hit.
21-yard pickup for Youngers, as this is by far his best game of the season.
And at 15, they'll spot it on the 29-yard line.
And now with the different players out for the Yellow Jackets, the Eagles are having a great deal of success running around the left side of the Eagles' offensive line.
Mills rolling to his right, looking downfield, stops, fires downfield. It goes incomplete. Intended for Cole Redden. John, one thing that the Eagles are doing tonight that they did not do last week, and we have seen them not doing it other times, they're keeping a protector in. Cervantes stayed in blocking, giving protection to Matt Mills, but the Yellow Jacket defense secondary were able to keep everybody covered, so it didn't work.
Right now, the Eagles need to get some giddy up. They're still looking to the sidelines, finally getting the right play until Cole Redden takes it to the sidelines. So now they've got it, but they've got under 5 seconds to go.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Full house backfield. That is Logan Youngers taking the snap, coughs up the football. It's loose. It's recovered by the Yellow Jackets, and recovery by Gabriel De Leon,
who is the quarterback / safety. And that time, Youngers just refused to go down. The flag is picked up, and the Yellow Jackets now have got their second takeaway here, and that could have been a go-ahead touchdown saving fumble. We'll see. There's still 3 minutes to go, as the ball is going to be placed right on the 20-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, spotted on the 23-yard line, their own 23. Play comes in. Jaden Rocha brings the play in. And then comes off the field.
We have not seen Maciel return yet to the sidelines.
Maciel gets the football, John. He's stuck in there. And like a rugby scrum, keeps the pile moving. And finally blow the whistle. Forward progress out to the 29-yard line.
So that takes care of any doubt about whether or not he was ejected, Carroll. He certainly wasn't.
It'll be 2nd and 5. Maciel, the 240-pound fullback / nose guard.
It looks like he was running with a little bit of anger that time. So he seems to have composed himself, and it's good to see that he's back on the field.
Maciel right behind De Leon. And it is Fernandez. Fernandez gets a block from De Leon, turns it upfield, and is spun out of bounds. On the tackle was Domingo Alcaraz.
10-yard pickup. As the clock now stands right at 2 minutes, they started again. He did not go out of bounds. He's actually tackled on top of the Eagles, so the clock continues to move. Palo Verde with 2 timeouts left.
1st and 10. And the pitch is back. And this time, It's Julius Lasley.
First time we've called his name as a ball carrier.
Lasley will pick up 2, 2nd and 8.
Clock continues to move. Under a minute and a half to go. We're tied here.
8-8. Second and 8. And the handoff again. Maciel, the big guy in the middle. Maciel is finally stopped after picking up some nice yardage. And
he moves the pile, but Southwest has finally figured out, as we do have a timeout by the Eagles.
So the Eagles take the timeout. It'll be 3rd and 1, Palo Verde. The ball is on the 48-yard line, still in Yellow Jacket territory. And we'll be back. Our score, Palo Verde 8 and the Southwest Eagles 8.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
It is 3rd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. They have the ball on their own 48-yard line. We have 54.7 seconds to play in the first half, and we're tied at 8. And the ball's on the ground. It's picked up on a bounce and breaking away across the 40. Down to the 30, Fernandez down to the 26-yard line. The ball bounced right into his hands. It was handed off to Angelo Avila.
We have a timeout again, Carroll, as Palo Verde now takes their timeout.
Ball hit the ground, bounced right into the hands of Januel Fernandez, and he knew what to do with it. He carried it all the way down to the Eagles' 26-yard line. With 45 seconds to play in the first half, it is Palo Verde 8, Southwest 8.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
It is high school football. We are live on Kxo El Centro, California, and on the Kxo YouTube channel, where you can listen in. And if you're a subscriber and you can subscribe for free, you can participate in the conversation. You cannot participate in the tamales.
Daniel Fernandez is nearing the 200-yard mark, Carroll, for rushes in this first half.
1st and 10. And it is at reverse again, and it is Fernandez, and he'll run out of bounds at about the 15.
There will be another first down. 11-yard pickup.
Coming up at the half, we'll update some scores for you. Spotted actually on the 17-yard line.
So that will be 2nd and 1.
40 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up at the half, we will visit with Dr. Farkas, the Central Union High School District Superintendent. John will have the first half stats. And the handoff to Angelo Avila, the junior, picks up a couple more yards.
And I believe Palo Verde will now exercise their 3rd and final timeout.
Picks up the first down in the process, John. And no timeout. De Leon gets the play brought in by Fernandez. Clock is running. And a little counter in the middle, and it is Fernandez into the end zone.
There are no flags, so this will stand.
That little counter in the middle, and the defense acted on the first play and let Fernandez glide through for the score.
So now we will see the Yellow Jackets go for two. That is their MO.
De Leon comes in from the sideline with the play.
Let's see if they give the ball to the big guy, Maciel, or if they try to run some of that misdirection inside.
Well, Maciel lined up right behind De Leon. It is Maciel, and Maciel into the end zone for the 2 points. 12 seconds to play in the first half. It is Palo Verde 16 and the Southwest Eagles 8.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill want us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And it is the kickoff, which has always been interesting. Darius Scott will do the kicking honors. The Eagles pretty much hands team across all positions on the return team.
We'd expect that little pop-up kick again. They've done it.
The officials spot the ball. Scott says he's ready, and it's that little pop-up kick again, and a fair catch called for.
Now, what that also does, Carroll, is the clock does not start. So that will give Southwest now 11 seconds to work with.
So the Eagles have it. It'll be 1st and 10, spotted on the Eagle 33-yard line. Matt Mills comes out. He's got the play.
We'd certainly expect him to try to throw the ball deep. He has the arm.
And I would expect him to look for Logan Youngers.
Triple wideouts to the left side, one wideout to the right, but they do leave Manti Cervantes in the backfield to block.
Mills looking downfield, plenty of time, plenty of arm, fires downfield. It is caught and staying on his feet. And that catch by Julian Lopez, and they stop the clock. Eagles call the timeout with 2 seconds left. Spotted on the 35-yard line, big pass play. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets playing a little bit soft in the secondary. We'll let you take one underneath, but you're not going to get past us. With timeout on the field, 2 seconds to play in the first half. Palo Verde leads 16-8.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Okay, John, I called the same play.
Yeah, they'll throw the ball in the end zone from here. They're on their own 35-yard line. Well, the Yellow Jackets 35-yard line, so they'll try to get some points out of this, perhaps even get a pass interference, which won't be the spot of the ball, but it will give you an untimed down. This will be the final play of the game of the half, unless there is a penalty by the defense.
Mills with Cervantes in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, pitches it to Mills, tosses it to Youngers. Youngers looking downfield, fires underneath to Mills. Mills gets it down to the 25-yard line. Okay, Mills took the snap, handed it, what can I say? He handed it to Cervantes. Cervantes then pitched it to Youngers. Youngers then threw it to Mills, and it didn't work. Picked up some yards, but not a lot. That's the end of the first half. At the end of one half of football, our score, Palo Verde 16 and Southwest 8.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party. With party platters, choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And it is halftime at Palo Verde Valley High School in Blythe, California. It's homecoming, and I love it. They have floats, real floats that the different classes have constructed. And, well, they're parading around the stadium right now. First half of football, a couple of big plays. And those big plays have resulted in the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with a 16-8 lead. And John Driffill has got some stats for us, so we'll get to them in just a minute.
Hi, this is Daryl Pechtel, Director of Adult Student and Parent Services at the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build a habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active, be present, It all begins with showing up.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thank you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Okay, John Driffill, you've got numbers done. You were in a hurry because those tamales are waiting, right?
Well, actually, it's pretty easy to add them up when all you're doing is adding up ground gain, as Palo Verde did not throw a pass, did not attempt to pass in the first half. What they did was they ran 26 times from scrimmage, and let's remember the very first one they ran was for a 72-yard touchdown. So they ended up rushing the ball 26 times for 264 yards, so that's 10 yards of rush attempt. No passing attempt, so no yards there, of course, giving them 264 total yards. They did have 10 first downs, and that's a whopping number in and of itself. And they also did have the one fumble down inside the 10-yard line that was recovered by the Eagles, Humberto Rascon. We'll be back to take a look at what Southwest did in the first half after this.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Welcome back to Blythe, California. We're at the half. The homecoming and home-standing Palo Verde Yellow Jackets playing their 10th and final game of the season lead the visiting Eagles of Southwest High School 16-8. We've already mentioned that the Yellow Jackets ran the ball every snap from down for 264 total yards, getting 10 first downs. They did have the one turnover. On the other side of the football, Southwest a little more balanced. They ran the ball 13 times from scrimmage, and they threw 12 passes. Those 13 rushes from scrimmage got 129 yards. So we mentioned that Yellow Jackets ran for 10 yards per rushing attempt. Same with the Eagles. 13 times 10 is 130. They actually ended up with 129. So we're going to round that one off. 10 yards per attempt. 8 for 12 was the main quarterback in the first half for the Eagles, Matt Mills, but also getting a pass in there was Logan Youngers. 8 for 12 for 81 yards. So there's the 13 rushes, 12 passes, balanced attack compared to the 26 rushes, no passes for the Yellow Jackets. Those 81 yards added to the 129 rushing yards give the Eagles 210 yards in the first half. They matched the Yellow Jackets with 10 first downs. They one-upped them. They not only had one fumble, as the Yellow Jackets did, they also threw one interception. And that was when the Eagles took the opening kick, went deep into Yellow Jacket territory inside the 10 and threw an interception that without the tackle of Max Mills would have been a pick six. We'll be back with the individual stats for the Eagles after this.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655. McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Welcome back to Blythe, California. We're on the border between California and Arizona. The homecoming Yellow Jackets have put up 16 points in the first half. The Eagles put up 8, and several very good drives. One ended up in a fumble, in an interception, and the other ended up with time running out. So that's why we stand at the half with Palo Verde 16-8 lead. We mentioned that the Eagles have run the ball 13 times from scrimmage. That was spread out among 3 different ball carriers. As always, Matai Cervantes had the most, 8 carries for 39 yards, so his best game of the year, more than 4 yards per rushing attempt. Also, as always, Logan Younger's getting some carries, 3 carries for 87 yards and the touchdown. And Matt Mills had 2 rushes for 3 yards, was not sacked in the first half. The 8 catches were spread out among 4 different receivers. First, Matt Mills, the quarterback, when he handed off to Youngers and went out into the pass pattern, caught the final play of the first half and was tackled. He had that 1 catch for 10 yards. Also, Julian Lopez had 1 catch for 32 yards. Matai Cervantes had 1 catch for 11 yards. And Logan Youngers, 5 catches for 28 yards. Carroll, we've already mentioned that several Hornets have come off the field injured. We do not expect to see Solorio again. And we just saw our first cheerleader of the year get injured as one of the Yellow Jacket cheerleaders hobbled off with what looked like some kind of ankle sprain.
Well, as we have learned, the cheerleaders, and cheer, by the way, a competitive sport in CIF, they're athletes, and the bumps, the bruises, the strains, and everything, they also happen to those athletes. At the half, it is 16-8, Palo Verde with the lead, and we'll be back. We've got an interview with Dr. David Farkas coming up.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Carroll, Buckley, we are at the half, and with us it's Dr. David Farkas, the superintendent of the Central Union High School District. And first off, let's welcome him to the KXO microphone.
Thank you. It's nice to be here with you, Carroll. Thank you for having me.
Okay, we have noticed some changes around the campuses, Central and Southwest, and they've all been very positive changes. I know there's a whole lot of things going on. What are some of those things that are happening?
So when you talk about changes, we're really focused on ensuring that our culture at our schools is safe and supportive for our students and our staff. And I'm really impressed by the hard work everyone has set up inside our schools, including our Desert Oasis and Mount Signal and Phoenix Rising schools to help our students. So no matter what our students' needs are, we really try to make sure that we are the premier program for those students, including our wonderful arts and CTE pathways, ensuring our kids have a way of being connected at school every day.
Now, you mentioned some schools that people may not be familiar with. Of course, everybody knows Southwest and Central. Hard to believe Southwest has been around for more than 25 years now. That's the new school. But you mentioned a couple of other schools that are included in the district.
That's right. Our district actually has 5 schools. We all obviously think about our 2 largest schools of about 2,000 students with Southwest and 2,000 at Central. But we also have our Desert Oasis Continuation High School, where students have the opportunity to catch up on any credits they've missed along the way and still graduate on time. And talk about an incredible atmosphere. That school atmosphere is incredibly supportive for our students and really set up for success. Great kids over there. And inside that campus, or right on the outside of that campus included, is Phoenix Rising, which is set up for early intervention if students are falling behind as they come out of their freshman year, to ensure that they have make-up time. So Phoenix Rising is also part of our Desert Oasis campus. And finally, this was kind of spawned from the pandemic, was the Mount Signal Virtual Academy. And we've noticed that some students prefer and learn differently. So sometimes there's a need to keep an online platform for our students. So we have about a little under 90 students that are involved in the Mount Signal Academy still, with some very professional and awesome programs, classes, and teachers.
Okay, you are preparing these kids for the future. And what I have seen, being around the kids in football and baseball and softball around the campus, the future looks bright.
It looks very bright. And with the addition of our girls flag football, we are 100 miles an hour with our, not only our academic programs, but our athletic programs and our clubs, once again connecting our students based on their interest, and also having chances to try out some new things. I'm impressed with how many young ladies came out for the flag football teams and how competitive they were in their very first year. I appreciate the coaching and the parent support for the new programs, and we're excited to watch everything grow. But as far as participation, we're reaching some high levels when it comes to what students are attached to, sports and academics.
Going back to academics, now Southwest, of course, with the Savapa program, and Central now with the brand new STEM building. It looks like you are pushing that direction as well.
Yes, that STEM building is actually one of the, it probably is the number one reason why students want to transfer now to Central High School. And when I first started as a superintendent of the district last year, I was learning about what the STEM building offers and the draw that everybody wants to come. And now that I've really been here a little while, I can see why, and I can also see every day someone's asking a question on how they can get their student in to work inside the STEM building with our professionals in science, technology, engineering, and math. And we also have at Southwest a brand new cadet program as well. It's in some ways similar to our law academy at Central, but it also has a military component. Just fantastic launch of that program. We have about 100 students in our cadet program already, and they're just getting started. So pretty exciting new programs, and also some real enhancements to our already incredibly successful programs, including Savapa. That theater is being used almost every night.
Well, I think maybe I can see a little bit of the hand of veteran Joe Derma in the cadet program.
Absolutely. Mr. Derma was not only experienced, but he had the right network and contacts to accelerate this so that we could actually launch this year and not have to plan out a whole nother year. He was able to accelerate it to the point where we're already up and running, and now we can just grow from there.
Okay. Did we miss anything? Anything that you wanted to point out?
Probably, and once this interview is over, I'll be kicking myself for not mentioning a few things. But once again, I'm just blessed to be a district where there's so much teamwork when it comes to our families, our students, and our staff really connecting with each other, because it is, like we've said many times in our life, it takes a village to get a student to graduation and beyond. And our programs, our professionals, and our relationships with our families, I'm very impressed, and we want to continue to make that even stronger.
Okay, Dr. David Farkas, we appreciate the visit, and we're getting ready for more football.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
It is high school football live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. And if you do listen on the YouTube channel and you are a subscriber, you're invited to join in the conversation. So there you go. At the half, 16-8. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with the lead. The Southwest Eagles on their lone scoring drive with 7:01 to play in the first half. The Eagles went 89 yards on six plays, 4 of them on the ground, 2 of 2 passing for Matt Mills, and the touchdown. It was a run. Logan Youngers, after, it was a 57-yard jaunt. The 2-point conversion from Matai Cervantes made it 8-8 at the time. Last night, Raleigh beat up on Calexico 40-0. The Central Spartans topped the Imperial Tigers in a close game that went down to the wire. That one ended up 14-10. Currently, Vincent leads Holtville 25-15. Last score we had, Kearney 14, Calapat nothing. As those games underway this evening. We've got more, including a second half kickoff coming up.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We are getting ready for a second half of football. We are in Blythe, California, on the river, just across the Imperial County line in Riverside County. John Driffill, your assessment of the first half, and what are we going to have to do in the second half?
Well, I would expect both teams to continue to do what they have been doing. They've been very successful moving the football. As what happens in any football game, turnovers play a deciding factor, and all 3 turnovers have either kept the team from scoring or put the other team in the position to score. Palo Verde now, we mentioned that they don't have a big squad, 30 kids. Several of them have already left injured. It was very good to see that their mainstay, Philip Maciel, is back and did play in the second quarter. Have to wait and see. Jamie and Solorio did not appear to be able to play at all, so I don't expect to see him in the second half. But they did have Alonso Hernandez on the sidelines. He appears to be retaped and is going to have a go at it. Palo Verde will be receiving the second half kickoff.
And we are getting ready for that as well. Updating another score, Kearney shutting out Calipatria 35-0. That is a halftime score. Vincent Memorial 25, Hopeville 15. And again, as with most of the games right now, playoff implications.
AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And let's see. Going to have to switch sides before we get underway here, John.
Yes, we got to make sure that not only do you change possession, but you change sides of the field. So we started with Southwest going right to left. So now they will be kicking right to left to start the third quarter as Palo Verde now readjusts. And we saw all of Palo Verde kickoffs were little pooch kicks in the air. It also appeared that that was the same philosophy for the Eagles. Let's see if they continue with that. As getting ready to kick off for the Eagles is Brian Solis.
And we are just about set again. It is Palo Verde 16 and Southwest 8. The officials say, we're ready. Eagles and Yellow Jackets say, we're ready. And again, that short little pooch kick, it is fielded at the 35 and looking for somewhere to go. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Darius Scott will go down after about a 6-yard return.
And Darius Scott has his twin brother, Darian Scott, that also plays a lot. They are both sophomores, so they will be a very important part of the Yellow Jackets going forward the next 2 years. Excellent field position, Carroll, for the Yellow Jackets on this initial drive of the third quarter on their own 41-yard line.
Yellow Jackets come out of the huddle, walk to the ball. Everybody in tight, both offense and defense. And it is a pitch back. Fernandez is grabbed and dropped, but not till he picks up 5 yards.
Fernandez is lifted at 5'7", 140. May not even be that big, but he sure is tough, Carroll, because he's not running sweep. He's running between the tackles. Just picked up 5 yards there to go with the over 100 yards that he picked up in the first half, near 200.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
When you said all players up tight, that means the safety for the Eagles is just about 5 yards off the football.
And Avila with the pitch back, and he will get very close to the first down as Angela Avila.
Yeah, this is very, very close. Let's see if they're going to have to measure for it.
Avila gets a bit gimpy.
And they do say that he picked up 5 yards for the initial first down.
Bringing the play in from the sideline, Julius Lasley. Avila comes off, limping. I'm okay, Coach. I'm okay. Let me play.
That is good to see that these Yellow Jackets, they do have a lot of competitive spirit.
Fernandez takes the pitch in the middle, follows the blocking of Maciel, and is bulldogged down at the 35-yard line, marked on the 34 in the Eagles' territory.
He was bulldogged down, Carroll, but unfortunately was 14 yards down the line of scrimmage, so that's a big pickup of 14 yards and another first down. We have yet to see Philip Maciel in the formation. Now, I believe he has come in now for this snap.
He is lined up at fullback right now,
which means he's about 2 inches away from the quarterback, Gabriel De Leon.
And Lasley with the pitch. Lasley gets a block from De Leon, turns it down the far sideline, and is finally pushed out of bounds down around the 15-yard line.
Did you see Maciel also pulling out there? So they had De Leon and Maciel leading the way, and they plowed forward a nice 20-yard pickup.
Cornerback Jonah Estrada finally got him out of bounds. It is 1st and 10. Spotted right on the 15. Fernandez with the pitch in the middle, follows Maciel again. Fernandez will take it down to about the 6-yard line. I'll take 5 or 6 yards per carry, John.
And you keep going. That was at least 7. Looks like they're going to have 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. Give him 8 yards, John.
Maciel is back in. He was out that play. Now he's back in. Has to be comforting for Gabriel De Leon, the quarterback, to have somebody that big just right there on his hip.
9 minutes to play. The pitch again. It is Fernandez. Fernandez into the end zone. Too easy. Touchdown.
That's what this offense does, Carroll. It just grinds you down. They're just running right at you every play. They're saying, here it comes. Not a surprise. The only really wrinkle they put was that last touchdown to finish the first half, where they actually did a counter. But they're just running right at them. And it has a very demoralizing effect if you can't stop them.
They will go for 2. De Leon has Maciel right behind him. And he hands off to Fernandez, and Fernandez again right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. We have 8 minutes, 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is Palo Verde 24 and Southwest 8.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
This is Daryl Pechtel, Director of Adult, Student, and Parent Services at the Centro Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build a habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
The Yellow Jackets will kick off.
We expect that pooch kick again.
That's pretty much what they seem to do. Scott, that pooch kick and fair catch again. It'll be put in play 1st and 10 on the Eagle 33-yard line. And that kind of takes some of the fun out of the game, John.
But it also, you can see why Palo Verde does that. They don't want to give up any big plays. They know they have limited numbers on the squad. You can't have all your best kids out there every play. You have to rest them sometime. So that's a chance to give a rest to some of their starters that go both ways. Now we'll have to wait and see, Carroll, who's going to be the quarterback. It looks like it's going to be Mills. Last week they switched up in the second half. But as of right now, Mills is on the field in the shotgun formation.
And the pitch back is to Youngers. Youngers get some blocks downfield and will coast out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Huge pickup on 1st down for the Eagles as they run that ball all the way out to the 47, 15-yard pickup for Youngers on his first carry.
Well, as you said, he's leading in receptions, in running,
and in passing.
And in passing.
And he now has passed the 100-yard mark here at the 8-minute, 47-second mark of the third quarter.
And the handoff, it is Cervantes, and Cervantes hit at the line and stopped right there.
Southwest is probably going to put that play back in the playbook, because what happened is they put a player in motion, that's Cole Red, then he stops and leads upfield. But unfortunately, the defense that the Yellow Jackets play, which is man-to-man, they have a player that follows him. So once he stopped and turned upfield, there was already a Yellow Jacket right there in the hole, and that resulted in a 1-yard loss.
And that Yellow Jacket was Jesus Flores. 2nd and 11. Youngers in motion. The handoff on the sweep to Youngers. Again, Youngers with blocking downfield will finally be pushed out of bounds inside the 40, down close to the 36-yard line. Youngers. And downfield blocking, especially by Matai Cervantes.
18-yard pickup, as it looks like the Eagles should just run Youngers on a sweep each play. The Yellow Jackets do not seem to have any answer to that.
And it is Cervantes in the middle. Cervantes cuts it back. He'll take it down to the 30. So it is
very good
2nd
pickup.
down and about 4.
6 yards on that carry. Very good pickup for first down, 6 yards. And now let's see if they go ahead and give another sweep to Youngers. Youngers is flanked out wide left with 2 other players. Let's see if he goes in motion. He does not.
Mills back to pass, looking, and Cole Redden, well, that was legitimate. He was behind the line. The defender just knocked him down as Ezekiel Gibson grabbed Cole Redden behind the line and kept him from catching the pass.
Almost that was a backward lateral or pass, which would have ended up being a live ball, but it wasn't. It was right there directly in line with Mills.
That's the play they typically run to Youngers. They were giving Redden a chance there.
And I will repeat my broken record. Let's see if they give the ball to Youngers now on that jet sweep. He's flanked out to the right now, and he does not go in motion.
Fake it to Cervantes, looking downfield. Got plenty of time. Dumps it off. The safety valve is Cervantes. Gets a block from Youngers. Cervantes inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Turnabout fair play. Logan Youngers threw a nice block. Sealed off a seam for Cervantes to take it all the way down to the 5.
That is a pickup, Carroll. They're going to mark it on the 4th. That's a 26-yard pitch and catch.
As Mills reading his progressions, nobody open. Cervantes had slipped out of the backfield, the safety valve, and then knew what to do with it once he caught it.
Palo Verde only rushed 3. They had 8 people back, but nobody was checking Cervantes.
Mills at quarterback, Cervantes right next to him. Spread formation. Back to pass. Mills dumps it off. It is complete. Touchdown.
Cole Redden.
Cole Redden with the catch. Double teamed on Logan Younger, so Cole Redden had the shot and takes it in for the 5-yard score.
3 for 3 on that drive was Mills, and that is Redden's first catch of the evening. Goes for the 4-yard touchdown.
We have not seen Chance Bermudez tonight, and he played a big part last week, John.
Yes, I'm not sure if that has any significance.
Pro set backfield. It is a handoff to Cervantes, and he will not get in. Good defensive play there by the Yellow Jackets. The tackle by Kenneth Salazar. So we've got 6:15 to play in the third quarter. Our score, Palo Verde 24 and Southwest 14.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
The Southwest Eagles march down the field. They go 68 yards on 7 plays, 3 of them on the ground, 4 of 4 passing for Matt Mills, the touchdown, a 4-yard pass to Cole Redden, the point after attempt, 2-point attempt, no good. This one will bounce, the kickoff bouncing, and Fernandez will pick it up at the 15. Dips and dives and stays on his feet across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And on the tackle, Chance Bermudez.
So we were wondering where he is, and that he's on the kick coverage team. Every time that Fernandez gets a hold of the football, Carroll, it's the other team has their heart in their throat because he really has some speed, some moves, not big. But I know for the last 2 years they've had that dual running back situation here at Palo Verde that's taken them to 2 CF championships. And all that time, Fernandez just had to wait his time, and he's making the most of it this year. He's well over 1,000 yards on the season.
1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from their own 37. And the pitch back, Fernandez. Fernandez will pick up about 5, maybe 6. Matai Cervantes on the tackle.
We can see one of the excellent running features that Fernandez does is he's low. He's very, very low, and he's just not a big target to get a hold of.
Not especially big. He is quick. He is fast. And as you say, low. But keeping that low center of gravity and keeping the legs moving.
And you look and you see where the ball's spotted. It's 6 yards downfield. So that's a big pickup on 1st down.
De Leon will pitch back. Lasley will take the ball. Lasley will get the 4 yards needed. The ball is loose, but he was already down.
Lasley was fighting forward. Let's see if they give him progress. We have another injured player down on the field as they do give him the 1st down.
Picked up the 4 yards and picked it up on 2nd effort. There's timeout on the field with 5:13 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is Palo Verde 24 and Southwest 14.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road. There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Okay, the attending to the injured Yellow Jacket, it appears to be a cramp, John.
Right, the way they're stretching him out, there's some kind of cramp in the leg, which you would think this late in the year that shouldn't happen, but it was also over 100 degrees today, so we still have the heat here.
The score, 24-14. Updating some other scores, Kearney leads Calapat 35-0. That was a halftime score. Last update, we had Vincent 25, Holtville 15. If you missed it last night, Central defeated Imperial 14-10. A tough one that went down to the wire as Imperial threatening to score and take the lead. And Brawley topped Calexico last night, 40-0. Looking ahead to next week, the Imperial Tigers will be at Southwest next week. And it will be Vincent at Calexico, the city championship in Calexico. And on Thursday night, it's the Axe game. Calapat and Holtville will tee it up and play for the Axe in Calipatria. And that's always a good one. And, of course, there'll be a bell game on Friday night. And, John, I think you and I might want to go to that one.
I believe it is the 80th edition of the bell game. We'll have all the numbers next week in the pregame. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the 80th bell game.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Somebody is.
Somebody is.
I'm relying upon whoever that person is.
Okay. The injured Yellow Jacket is helped to his feet. And Lasley will be helped off. Julius Lasley.
And he is walking like he's cramped up.
Yes.
Stiff-legged. Not like he can't put any weight or pressure on his knee or ankle.
Now, walking like he's cramped in both legs, John.
So all that means is now Southwest has to look at Maciel.
And it'll be 1st and 10. The Southwest Eagles trail 24-14. The Yellow Jackets with the ball, they run that tight double wing offense. De Leon pitches back. It is Fernandez. Fernandez grabbed from behind, breaks away from that tackle, and picks up about 7 yards.
Once again, that's a very tough inside running play by Fernandez. But Southwest did appear to at least have an idea of how to defense that. They brought in their cornerback to trail it to try to bring him down because he is running between the tackles.
2nd and 3. So how many passes have the Yellow Jackets thrown tonight, John?
None.
Really? And the pitch back, this time it is Lasley. That was Avila that was injured. Lasley on that carry.
Yes, and Angel Avila is one that came off the field with the cramps. And another first down for the Yellow Jacket.
1st and 10. It is on the 42-yard line of the Eagles.
6 first downs here in the third quarter, Carroll.
I think it's important for the Eagles to have a defensive stand here.
All Eagles are very tight into the formation. We already mentioned the safeties about 5 yards behind the ball.
And the pitch back, it is Fernandez. Fernandez to the right, cuts it back to the left. Fernandez will pick up about 8 yards.
Yeah, they've moved the chains all the way down. That's a 9-yard pickup on first down from the 42 all the way to the 33.
Not bad. 9-yard pickup, that would have been a good game for me. And the whole game.
And as you mentioned, Woody Hayes somewhere is smiling. And anybody under 50 just said, who's Woody Hayes?
Well, Bo Schembeckler, too. 2nd and 1. In at fullback is Lasley. Fake to Lasley, looked downfield, got the man open, and
he caught it, Carroll, after he was held up. We have 2 flags on the play, both going to go against the Eagles, but instead of being a 15-yard pass interference, it's going to be a catch inside the 10, one-handed. They're going to mark it down, it looks like on the 9-yard line. Have to wait and see, but that was a highlight reel catch on your first pass.
Was that Salazar that made the catch?
Yes.
Kenneth Salazar, 5'11", 170. He's a sophomore.
So we expect to see more of him in the next 2 years as they have set the ball down on the 9-yard line, so it will be first and goal.
First and goal from the 9. Obviously, you declined the penalty.
First pass picks up 24 yards and gives your team a chance to score. That's got to be disheartening for the Eagles as well. They actually interfered with him twice, and he still made the catch.
I'm surprised that he did because I don't think he's used to seeing a ball flying through the air at him.
And Alonso Hernandez is out on the field, so it's good to see him back in action.
De Leon will pitch it back. Fernandez will carry it into the end zone from 9 yards out. Same play, same results. Januel Fernandez.
Southwest will need to get ready because Palo Verde is going to come right back at him, probably run the same play. One of the reasons why it's good to see Alonso Hernandez back in the game is that keeps Maciel on the sidelines. Let him get a break.
Hernandez lines up as the fullback, but they pitch it to Fernandez, and Fernandez again into the end zone for the 2-yard conversion, 2-point conversion. 2:36 to play in the third quarter. It is the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 32 and the Southwest Eagles 14.
McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
It's high school football on KXO El Centro, California, AM 1230 on your dial. And also, we're live on the KXO YouTube channel. The Yellow Jackets will kick off. Darius Scott checking to make sure he's got enough players out there. And he'll tee it up, and I'm sure he'll kick it short again. That seems to be the modus operandi.
Palo Verde had 12 players on the field, so they get the offending player to the sidelines.
We're set. And again, that short little pooch kick. This time it is not fair caught. It is taken out of the air by Julian Lopez. Lopez returns it out to the 47-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Eagles from their own 47-yard line. You know, I understand the theory, but here you go, you short kick. They mark it. Actually, now they put it back on the 39 where they say you went out of bounds, but you're giving up a lot of field.
Well, what they expected was the Eagles to take a fair catch, and they didn't. Lopez did a good job of advancing the ball about 12 yards.
Younger's in motion. Younger's on the jet sweep. We'll turn it upfield. There's already a flag on the play. Younger's will pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, this one's going to come back because we had an Eagle that took off a little bit too early. That's going to be a motion play.
Christian Richards on the tackle, but it doesn't count in the stats.
I guess Palo Verde could decline the penalty and make it 2nd and 8.
Sideline infraction is what the flag is.
So, yes, they're saying it is not a motion that the player took off right at the snap.
So a sideline infraction, that's a warning this time. Next time, it's 5 yards against Palo Verde, by the way.
That does bring up 2nd and 8 after Youngers was stopped for a 2-yard gain. Much better job of defensing that, but one of the reasons why is Alonso Hernandez is out on the field back on that stand-up linebacker position.
2nd and 8. Mills back to pass, looking, fires. It is complete. Youngers dancing in the middle, dancing and getting a first down as he crosses the 45 to the 44-yard line. That yards after catch. Big time there.
12-yard pitch and catch for Youngers and Mills, turning into quite a combination here at the end of the season.
Play comes in from the sideline, brought in by Julian Lopez. He shares it with Matt Mills.
Southwest has had real success moving the football, and especially here in the third quarter.
But they haven't had that much success getting it into the end zone. Mills back to pass, has time. Looking, fires, throws it away.
As he is unceremoniously dumped finally. Now that time, the Yellow Jackets started with fear and rush, and then they did bring a stand-up linebacker, and Mills very wisely threw that one away.
The Yellow Jackets have not had the pressure on Mills. If you give him time, as he has shown, he will complete the pass. That was more of a coverage issue as far as throwing the incompletion.
First incompleted pass here in the half.
Mills again back to pass, rolling to his right, looking. He'll keep the ball and grabbed around the ankles and dropped. But he'll pick up about 7 yards, 3rd and 3.
Mills has yet to be sacked tonight. And that time he broke the pocket. All his receivers downfield were covered, so he picked up a nice gain, bringing up now 3rd and relatively short. I'm sure with the score the way it is and the clock ticking down near the end of the third quarter, we will go for it here if we don't pick up the first down.
It's again in that too far for a field goal, too close for a punt. Youngers in motion. Handoff is to Cervantes. Cervantes, nothing inside, takes it outside. He'll pick up 2, so it'll bring up 4th and about 1 from the 36-yard line.
And that should be the final play here in the third quarter.
That'll be it. We'll say at the end of 3 quarters of play, Palo Verde 32, Southwest 14.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
And the Southwest Eagles with a bit of a drive right here. It'll be 4th and 2. I think they lost a yard on the transferring it, but it'll be Mills with the keeper.
And that's that old push-tush that's made famous by the NFL as you saw Matai Cervantes pushing the quarterback all the way through for the first down. Nice 5-yard pickup for Mills.
It'll be 1st and 10. The ball is on the 30-yard line.
Let's see if the Eagles take a shot in the end zone here.
And it is a handoff. The handoff is to Joel Zapata.
The first time we've called his name tonight.
And Zapata gets up slowly.
Is a junior. So that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Both teams with all 3 timeouts as the clock now ticks down under 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Southwest has moved the ball. This is their 2nd possession here, and they have so far scored both times. So this is their 3rd possession in the 2nd half. They had 2 possessions in the 3rd quarter and scored both times.
It'll be 2nd and 8. And it is Zapata still in the backfield. Mills back to pass, dumps it off. It is complete. And carrying the ball down inside the 10-yard line, Andres Lopez.
First time Andres Lopez has been called tonight on the receiving end. He has been a favorite target of Mills before. The ball now is just outside the 10, but it's going to be 1st and 10, but they would have to nearly get a touchdown to pick up a first down. It's like on the 10.5-yard line. 18-yard pitch and catch for Lopez and Mills.
Mills, again, back to pass, dumps it off. It is complete and hit him incomplete as Lopez was hit immediately and coughed up the football on the hard hit.
That's better for Southwest that it was incomplete, as that would just have kept the clock moving, although they have now. They spotted that.
They said he caught it.
Ball. So,
okay.
Excellent catch by the junior out there, the senior Andres Lopez. 2 catches in a row for 4 yards on that catch.
Lopez had it, and apparently when I saw it go free, it was after he had been down. Youngers in motion. Youngers takes the ball on the sweep. Youngers cuts it in, cuts it out. Youngers gets it into the end zone.
His 2nd touchdown in the game.
So Logan Youngers will carry it in.
Both teams have been trading scores here in the 2nd half, Carroll.
And we've got 9:25 to play in this football game. The Eagles will come out, and what are we going to do? We're going to try the kick from placement.
Well, might as well. They've been stuffed the last 2 times they've attempted the PAT running for it.
So the left-footed place kick, ball snap, ball is tipped, and the ball makes it over the goal post anyway. 9:25 to play. It is Palo Verde 32 and Southwest 21.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Southwest Eagles did what they had to do. They scored the touchdown. 9:28 to play in the game. They go 56 yards on 8 plays, 5 on the ground, 2 of 3 passing for Matt Mills. The touchdown, it was on the ground with Logan Youngers from 6 yards out. The point after attempt kick from placement was good. onside kick, and it is covered by the Yellow Jackets. Heads up play by the Yellow Jackets.
Right at midfield, so this is going to give the Yellow Jackets their best field position after a kick. Carroll, if we look at the scoreboard, you see 32-21, 11-point lead, but actually Palo Verde scored 4 touchdowns. The Eagles have scored 3. It's those running for 2 extra points that's really put some distance between these two clubs.
And let's give props to Jesus Flores, the lineman, covered the onside kick, spotted right on the 50. The Yellow Jackets would love a 9-minute drive. Fernandez with the pitch. Fernandez right up the gut. Fernandez breaks through. He's at the 40, the 30, cuts back at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, stiff arms, and gets into the end zone.
Well, that's a one-play, 50-yard drive, so that means Southwest is going to get a chance to put another score up on the board, but Fernandez now is nearing the 300-yard mark, Carroll, after that 50-yard run.
John Well Fernandez, 50 yards.
He's got a 74-yard touchdown run and a 50-yard touchdown run. 2 one-play drives for what amounted to 12 points, and then he also had the 2-point run in. So let's see if they give it to him for a chance to run for 2 here.
Maciel is the fullback. De Leon takes the snap. The pitch is back, and no good. Fernandez couldn't get it in.
I'm not sure Fernandez had that pitch. It just didn't look like him that was running the football.
It was Fernandez, and he did not make it. I think he was tired, John. He's been running up and down the field all night. We've got 9 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the football game. It is the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 38 and the Southwest Eagles 21.
Hi, I'm Craig Lyon, principal at Central Union High School. Here's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
And it has been the John Well Fernandez show tonight.
Yes, Carroll, we saw 2 touchdowns on 2 plays. First was Logan Youngers going 6 yards, and then after the ensuing kickoff, Fernandez went 50. So let's see what the Eagles can do here. They've had a lot of success this half moving the football.
And I expect the pop-up kickoff again, and that's exactly what we get. It's fielded at the 30, north and south, not east and west, son. And running, picking it up at the 30, finally going out of bounds at the 40 was Julian Lopez. But Lopez ran about 80 yards from one sideline to the other.
Watching the teams come out on the field, Carroll, you can see the Yellow Jackets extremely fatigued because they do have most of their players going both ways. Meanwhile, Southwest, after having some real success here in the half, putting 2 touchdowns up on the board already, they sprinted out to their huddle.
1st and 10, Eagles spotted on the 41-yard line in Eagle territory. Trips on the right side, but the handoff right up the middle and spun down after about a 2-yard gain on the...
that was Bentai Cervantes that time, brought down right at the line of scrimmage, so not having near the success he had in the first half. So obviously the Yellow Jackets are keen on him, and that's opening up Youngers and some of these other receivers and ball carriers to pick up some big chunk yards.
Cervantes in the backfield, right next to Matt Mills. Trips on the right side, Youngers on the left side. Mills rolling to the right, looking downfield, dumps it off, incomplete. Pass intended for Andres Lopez.
Well, Mills had the right read as the Eagles had triple wide out to the right side, and the Yellow Jackets only had 2 cornerbacks over there, so they did have a player uncovered, but Mills is not able to get him the ball.
It'll be 2nd and 10. The Eagles a lot of time in the huddle, and Logan Younger still over on the sidelines, finally gets the play. He will bring it in.
We can watch the back judge. And once he raises his hand, that means you have 5 seconds. Then he starts counting down. He has not read, and there he goes. So that means they have 5 seconds to get this ball snapped.
Mills with the snap rolling to his right, looking downfield, dumps it off, and coming back and making the catch for the Eagles was Julian Lopez. A flag back behind. Mills got clobbered, and this will go on top of the reception.
Yes, personal foul, roughing the quarterback. So the pickup, the ball is all the way out to the 46-yard line. So that is a 15-yard pickup plus 15 more.
And it is going to move the ball way downfield. We've got 8:09 to play in this football game. It's Palo Verde 38 and the Southwest Eagles 21. Stanley, did you hear me? Stanley, it is Palo Verde 38 and Southwest 21.
Southwest moving, though. They have got all the momentum going offensively. The Yellow Jackets appear to be just trying to put up some stiff resistance until they get the ball back, and then they do that quick strike scoring with Fernandez.
Youngers in motion. Youngers with the handoff. Youngers turns it upfield, and we'll pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, once again for the Yellow Jackets, Alonso Hernandez pulled up like he cramped up, and he's hobbling now near the 30-yard line as they place the ball on the 27, 4-yard pickup for Youngers.
Salazar on the tackle, and this is about the 8th Yellow Jacket that's cramped up, John.
Yeah, and the same one. This is Alonso. Yeah. It's the same player. But Alonso Hernandez cramped up in the first half and again in the second half. So I hope that's what it is, just a cramp, as he was chasing Youngers and then pulled up. So we'll have timeout on the field.
We will take the timeout. We have 7:29 to play in the football game. Palo Verde 38 and Southwest 21. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
But, John, we can update some scores. Kearney leads Calipatria 58-0. And Vincent and Hopeville tightening up a little bit. Vincent 25, Hopeville 21, as the game getting a little bit tight there.
I would think that that game should nearly be over. It's almost 9:30 here. Meanwhile, out on the field, Alonso Hernandez is still being tended. They decided not to cart him off and try to stretch him out because they remember the last time he came out, Logan Youngers was running sweeps into the end zone. But he's going to have to come off the field regardless because they've already stopped play for him. Carroll, the Palo Verde statistician, has informed the crowd that Janelle Fernandez has carried the ball 20 times for 271 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's not a bad homecoming for the young man.
Not a bad homecoming. And how many 2-point conversions?
I believe that's right. He ran in 3 of them. So he's accounted for 5 touchdowns. Will be 30 points, 36 points, 36 of the 38.
Still tending to the injured Yellow Jacket, and the injuries basically have been cramps.
Right. Yeah. We mentioned the fact it was more than 100 degrees before, here tonight, just like it is back in El Centro. But Carroll, this game's not over. There's plenty of time left here.
Well, it's a 3-score game.
Yeah, but you have 7.5 minutes. Southwest looks like they're getting ready to score right now, so that'll make it 10 points. And if you get a turnover or two, much like Palo Verde did last week against Vincent.
No, Vincent did against Palo Verde.
Right. Yeah. Vincent received or recovered the turnovers from Palo Verde. So Palo Verde, the next time they fumble, don't think we're going to see another pass. But Palo Verde did turn the ball over last week. So I know that's got to be in the back of their minds. So this game is a long ways from being finalized.
The Eagles will have it. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And let's see if Youngers does run one of those jet sweeps here.
That has worked.
Especially when Hernandez has been on the sideline, which is where he is right now.
Snap back, looking to pass is Mills, looking downfield. Nobody open, so he will dump it off. Incomplete.
We had no time off the clock, so I'm sure they'll figure out something. That will bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Southwest is still in a really good position here, Carroll, where they can go ahead and run. They've got 3rd and 6, so this is 4-down territory, of course. They could go ahead and try another pass. They've been successful, although now, unfortunately, that's the 3rd incompleted passes in the last 4 attempts from Mills.
It'll be 3rd down and 6. The ball on the 27-yard line. Mills back to pass, looking, has time, dumps it off over the middle, and it is caught. And then you're going to get a penalty on top of that, since the receiver, Lopez,
that was Lopez.
Lopez caught it, was on the ground, and got stuck.
It was good for the 1st down already. So now, after the penalty, it should move the ball down inside the 10 for 1st and goal.
So, personal foul against Palo Verde. And they'll add that on to the end of the play.
19-yard pickup, and that is Lopez's 3rd catch here in the second half.
So the Eagles getting some help from the Yellow Jackets, and always nice to get help from the opposition.
Triple wideouts to the left, and now Manti goes to the left as well.
Mills looking, rolling to his right, running for his life, gets it inside the 5, and gets it into the end zone. Matt Mills chased out of the pocket and dives into the end zone, hits the pylon with the football, and gets the score.
Let's see, Carroll, if Southwest decides to go for 2 here, or if they kick. The last one, they made it, but it was about as close as you can come. Barely crossed the bar.
Partially blocked. The analytics say go for 1, because you're going to need 3 scores anyway. The Yellow Jackets must be feeling a little bit snake bit after what Vincent pulled off last week, right?
Again, we've mentioned this game's not over, and it looks like they are going to go for two.
Mills has Redden and Cervantes in the backfield with him. He will fake it to Cervantes and go down, but there's a flag already.
Let's see if somebody jumps offside, but if they did, they should have stopped the play to begin with.
We'll figure it out. If it is against Southwest, I know it will be declined.
Or they could accept to put it on the ensuing kickoff.
Yes.
We'll see what they determine. But right now we have a 11-point game, so it's still 2 scores away as another Yellow Jacket is down on the field.
The 6:26 to play in the football game, 38-27. Palo Verde leads Southwest.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or pizza office for your next party. With party platters, choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
And we are live in Blythe. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets, the Southwest Eagles, 38-27. The Yellow Jackets lead. The Eagles now will kick off after they've dragged the injured Yellow Jacket off the field.
And Carroll, I know you've heard of and you're familiar with the movie The Never Ending Story.
Yes.
Right now, I think we're part of the Never Ending Game.
Onside kick, it is actually a little pooch kick, and it is fielded and dropped at the 36-yard line. That is where the Yellow Jackets will put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. That tried to squeeze it into somewhere where there was no Palo Verde player. It didn't quite come out that way.
Carroll, there's still plenty of time left, and we've already mentioned that this game is not secured in any way, shape, or form. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left, so Southwest certainly can play the clock and extend it if they need to. They are 11 points down, so that's 2 scores. I know Palo Verde would certainly like to score here. They've been scoring on one-play drives. They're in tight again. Does Fernandez have anything left after already running for 271 yards?
Fernandez in motion. They fake it to him and hand it off to Maciel. And Maciel will cross the 50 out to the 47-yard line in Eagle territory. So you give Fernandez just a little bit of a breather and let Maciel carry. At 240 pounds, he moves 6 or 8 guys trying to tackle him.
18-yard pickup, so that's a huge gain on 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. There is a flag down. Let's see if this one's going to come back, Carroll.
Personal foul against Palo Verde. Face mask is what it was called. Hands to the face.
So that's going to negate the run. And there's an awful lot of unhappy Yellow Jackets now as their team has been heavily penalized here in this game as they're moving back now. And it's a spot foul, so from the 40, they're going to move back all the way to the 25. So that's actually 10 yards field position, but it was a 15-yard penalty. And no 18-yard gain, obviously, so it's got to be first and 20.
The hands to the face was the call. Personal foul. 6:18 to play.
The Palo Verde wanted to, since the clock just started now, they could run about 30 seconds off, but that's not their style. They're ready to hike it.
And again, it is Maciel up the middle. Maciel moves the scrum, and he'll pick up about 9. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that young man loves contact, loves to play. That's good to see it. And now they're calling him down on the 33. So give him 8 yards on that pickup.
2nd and 12. And the clock continues to move.
And repeating, both teams have all 3 timeouts, so if it gets down to a 1-score game, we can certainly see the clock stop for timeouts.
Kearney defeated Calapat 58-0. That is a final. A pitch back to Fernandez. Fernandez has still got it. Fernandez rips off a 10-yard gain, carries it out to the 43-yard line.
Very close to the first down. They're going to be about 2 yards short.
3rd and 2. I think that's Maciel territory to me, John.
Or Fernandez. They've had success both ways. That's coming into the game for the first time tonight at the offensive backfield is Francisco Adon. He is a senior. Clock continues to move, so this is a huge play. If they don't get it, it'll be interesting to see if Southwest takes a timeout.
De Leon takes a snap, and they got the first down. They crossed the 45.
That was a pitch to Fernandez, so they made it. They needed 2. They got 2. So the ball's sitting on the 45-yard line.
And we've got 4:20 to play in this game. The Yellow Jackets, they've thrown how many passes now?
1. The one.
Oh, what? I missed that. I must have been eating a tamale or something.
That's the one that they completed for a big 24-yard gain.
Yes. It is 1st and 10. The ball is on the Yellow Jackets 46. They have the lead. Pitch is back and looking for some running room and picking up about 8 yards on the carry. That was Julius Lasley.
And we are going to see Southwest exercise their first timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. 3:42 to play in this football game. It is Palo Verde 38 and Southwest 27.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Hi, this is Daryl Pechtel, Director of Adult Student and Parent Services at the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build a habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
Well, the Eagles have 2 timeouts left, John?
Yes, and Maciel is back out in the field, so let's see if they use him in 2nd down and about 3.5, 4 yards to get that 4 yards and another first down.
Maciel right behind De Leon. Fernandez in motion. Maciel with the handoff. Maciel will get about 3 and be maybe a half a yard short of the first down.
Excellent tackle again underneath there for the Eagles. Let's give credit to Domingo Alcaraz as he submarined him. And that's how you have to tackle a guy that big. Got to grab him around the ankles. You can't try to tackle him around the thighs or even up the upper body.
Umberto Rascon also there with the help, because it's going to take two to bring him down. It'll be third and a long yard.
Have a little bit of fun here, Carroll. This is third down. If they don't get it, we would expect Southwest to take a timeout. Do you think the Yellow Jackets would go for it here?
Yes.
I do too.
I would be willing to bet the farm. Pitch back, and the first down has been made.
That was Fernandez. He is nearing the 300-yard mark.
That was not Fernandez. That was Christian Richards.
Getting some play, and that's good for Richards. First time we've called his name tonight. And they did give him the first down as the ball sits on the 44-yard line. He needed to, got to.
By the time they get the next play off, we'll be down to about 2 minutes.
Southwest is now going to take a timeout to stop the clock.
2:12 to play in the football game. Palo Verde 38 and Southwest 27.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Asa Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Asa has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Asa Mobile Auto and Towing Service. 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-7888.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXOL Centro.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. The ball is on the 44-yard line in Eagle territory.
Southwest needs a turnover now.
Fernandez takes the pitch. Fernandez into the middle. Fernandez stays on his feet and will pick up about 8 yards. Flags fly in after the play is over again.
So that does stop the clock.
And we've seen a lot of that tonight, John. Far too much of that.
It's hard to say by the body language. The Eagles are off the football now. They've moved about 7 yards further upfield. Fernandez, though, when he jumped up, did not look too happy. So let's see if he was either called for something or the offending player did something to him that he was not happy about.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles.
So that will be a first down.
You know, John, in my days in high school, if you got called for that, you're on the bench.
One thing Palo Verde has to worry about in this situation is the fact that they don't have a lot of players. So if you sit somebody down for something like that, then you really don't give your chance a team to be successful. They moved the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line. So that's a huge penalty.
It'll be first and 10 from Eagle 22.
Now the clock shows 2:02 with first down. Southwest only one timeout. Let's see if they go into the victory formation. As for whatever reason, we still have a stop in play.
Now they wind the clock.
Except it's not moving yet. Now it's going. So once again, Palo Verde could run this clock down 30 more seconds before they actually snap it, but that's not their MO. They get up on the line of scrimmage and they hike the ball and go right at you.
De Leon with Maciel right behind him. Fernandez in motion, but De Leon will keep it. And De Leon will carry down to the 18-yard line. Pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run.
That could have just pushed Fernandez over the 300-yard mark.
That was De Leon who carried it.
So now
quarterback kept it.
Now we've got just over a minute to go. The clock is running. Southwest, properly so, is not going to take a timeout.
The Yellow Jackets taking some time in the huddle, walking to the line of scrimmage, which is what they've done all evening. 2nd and 5. De Leon hands off to Maciel. Maciel into the middle. Maciel will pick up 4.
That'll be very close to the first down. And we have an injured player on the field this time for Southwest.
Everybody's up. And the clock continues to run. This game's over. They do not have to get another play off. The final score, Palo Verde 38 and Southwest.
Well, we have a player down on the field, Carroll, so that will stop the clock.
No, they're going to just let it roll, John.
Okay.
At 38-27, the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with the win.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets power to a 38-27 win as they beat the Southwest Eagles. And it was, a young Mr. Fernandez show, Januel Fernandez, with incredible performance tonight as he helped push Palo Verde to that 38-27 win. Elsewhere, last night, it was Raleigh 40, Calexico nothing, Centro 14, Imperial 10. Earlier this evening, it was Kearney 58, Calapat nothing. And last update we had in the fourth quarter, Vincent leading Hopeville 25-21. And if we can get an update on that, we will pass it along to you. The game tonight, as we mentioned, Januel Fernandez just dominated on offense, had some help. Couple of his buddies out there. The Yellow Jackets last week counted 1 pass on the evening, and that fits what they've done all year. The 1 pass, I think, now makes a total of about 12 for the entire year for that team. So that double wing, everybody in tight formation, that they executed beautifully, worked well for them, and gave them the 38-27 win. Right now, we're going to we'll have John with the numbers. He's got a slide rule out trying to keep track of Fernandez's numbers.
Wake up with us at Broken Yolk Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yolk Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Well, the Southwest Eagles played one of their better games, but just ran into a young man that wouldn't be denied. Give him the football, and he's going to run 72 yards. He's going to run 50 yards. He's going to put points on the board. The Eagles scored 4 times tonight and still came up short, 38-27. John, what do you got?
Interesting numbers. This is by far the best offensive performance of the Eagles on the year. But let's look at Palo Verde first. They ran the ball 48 times from scrimmage for 451 yards. That's a lot of yards. 1-for-1 passing was Gabriel De Leon, 24 yards, giving Palo Verde 475 total yards, 22 first downs. They did have one fumble that was recovered by the Eagles' Humberto Rascon. On the other side of the football, Southwest rushed 24 times for 196. That's almost 8 yards a carry. 14 for 22 was the dual combination. Mills had 21 of those pass attempts for 164 yards. So that gives Southwest a very respectable 360 total yards, by far the most they've had this year. 19 first downs, by far the most they've had. They did have the 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Individually, running the football tonight, Matai Cervantes had 12 carries for 46 yards. Logan Younger's 8 carries for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Matt Mills had 4 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown. The 14 receptions were spread out among 6 different receivers. First, you had Manti Cervantes getting 2 catches for 37 yards. Logan Younger, 6 catches for 40 yards. Also on that one razzle-dazzle play, Matt Mills passed lateraled the ball back to Youngers, who then threw it to Mills for a 10-yard gain. Julian Lopez had 1 catch for 32 yards. Cole Redden had a catch for a 4-yard touchdown. And in the second half, Andres Lopez had 3 catches for 41 yards. So now Southwest will have to get ready for Imperial. You know, after last night's struggle against Central, Imperial's going to be ready to play next week. They're going to be looking for somebody to push around, and we'll see if Southwest will let them. Southwest, their best offensive play. You can see Pete Blimko has got his kids moving in the right direction. They are learning what he's trying to instill in them, and that will end the regular season for the Yellow Jackets. All they can do now is wait and see if this victory was enough to push them into the playoffs.
Well, it's been a pleasure this evening. Palo Verde Yellow Jackets with a 38-27 win. The Southwest Eagles, as you said, next week we'll have Imperial, and we'll have that game on our KXO website, KXORadio.com, with Mickey Dale and George Grahava. Looking ahead to next week, if we can, I will tell you, John and I will be at the Bell game. It will be the who plays? Oh, yeah, it's the Central Spartans and the Brawley Wildcats in the Bell game, and that will be next Friday evening, and we will bring you that action right here on AM 1230 and on our KXO YouTube channel. High school football on AM 1230 brought to you by Roto-Rooter, serving the Imperial Valley by Johnny Burrito, the Broken Yolk Cafe, CB Stop in Calexico, La Fonda Bar and Grill, McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Maine, El Centro, Osa Aza Mobile Auto Repair in Yuma, Southwest Security, Southwest Postal, Imperial Valley College, Stan's Auto Body, and by the Central Union High School District. We want to thank Gabe Lemus, our producer-engineer. Technical support provided by Kurt Hoffman. For John Driffill, I'm Carroll Buckley. The final score again, Palo Verde 38, Southwest 27. This is the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
Trust you're all feeling well. I feel good. Wow.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro.